Hello, guys, and welcome to my new page. Before you do anything, before you listen to another word, please stop, like, and subscribe. Once I get 1,000 subscribers, I can finally do live videos on here. So, guys, definitely like, subscribe, and share this video. If you like what you see here, I have a page on Facebook called The Laws of the Enchantress. It's a closed page, and I'll put the link in the description box, and you're more than welcome to join. This is a very special page. It's for the sensuality, sexuality, and feminine energy of the Black woman. This is something that I saw in my observation in my entire life. I'm 38 years old, and I can honestly say this is a subject that is really touched. Even when I go through women's groups, women's magazines, women's websites, this is something that's hardly touched. And I really feel like this is something that is necessary for Black women. We focus on so much things, and even when we want to make improvements, they seem to be external improvements, not improvements that come from the outside, not improvements for us. A little bit about me: I lost 120 pounds, and I suffer from endometriosis and PCOS. I was told that I would definitely need weight loss surgery to lose weight, which I never got. I actually focused on myself. I invested in myself. And to be perfectly honest, I was one of those cases that I didn't think I can ever lose weight, ever. Because I was not a gym person. I had so many health issues. I was very frustrated and I was completely lost in what to do. My friend at the time gave me a book called The Laws of the Enchantress. It was an Indian book, photocopied, and the other half of it was translated into English, British English. And it's a book I can't find. It's from India. It would look like it was handwritten in Hindi. And it was a very sensual book. And it talked about how to use feminine sexual energy as our core and how important it was. And when I look in the Black community at all the beautiful Black women, it's something that we're missing. Being sexual physically and being sexual spiritually with the body and soul are two completely different things. I can meet a girl who had sex with a whole bunch of guys, but she doesn't have sensuality. And part of our sensuality is connected to us being adored. It's connected to us being cherished. It's connected to us being worshiped as the goddess we are. And it's connected to our very core. It's actually responsible for every single thing that's positive in our life. And that's why so many Black women, especially my beautiful sisters, have issues getting to that success. Whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to open a business, whether you're trying to attract the best relationship for you, whether you want to fall in love, get married, have a family, we're so cut off from sensuality and femininity. We're so cut off from our core of our sensual energy. And no matter what your religion is, no matter what your faith or lack of faith, if you don't have one, every single woman listening to the words coming out of my mouth can benefit from this. This is going to be perhaps one of the most important series I've ever done in my life. Because I know if I didn't use the laws of the Enchantress on me, I would not be here today. I wouldn't be the size 8 from a size 24. I wouldn't own several businesses. I wouldn't be the businesswoman I am because I'm a very unique person. I don't have a forceful persona. I don't have a very threatening aura. I'm very unique in the way I attract people. I'm very unique in the way I engage people. I have a nice balance, and I owe that to my chakras being aligned, to the energy inside of me being aligned, and also, finding such value inside of myself and not being scared of my sensual feminine energy, which I command. And we all have our own unique brand. One of the biggest mistakes is thinking we have to emulate other people. And the reason why we admire some women is because they are their best possible version of themselves. And that's what the law of Enchantress is: being the most sensual, feminine, sexual version of yourself. Not anyone else, not anybody else. You can be inspired to do the same for yourself, but you should want to be the best version of you. So just get comfortable, lay back. I'm, I'm getting comfortable here, making sure my cat is sleeping so he doesn't embarrass me. But get comfortable because I'm going to change your life. I'm going to blow your mind. I'm coming up with a 3-day program. I'm working with a couple of sex therapists. I'm working with one of my um, sex coaches. I'm actually working with people, women of color, that can identify the issues in the Black community for the Black woman. And this can change your life. If you balance your chakras, if you command your feminine energy, you're going to deflect all the bad things you don't want. You're going to attract all the good things you want. That marriage, that relationship, the job, success, entrepreneurship. It's the core that starts within you. And I did some research tonight that I think is going to blow you away. I think you're going to be very, very, very shocked at what I found. You know, I'm the Batman. I'm the Batman of facts. So sit back and enjoy the laws of Enchantress. So what do I have for you right here? This is the truth about the glow up, ladies. The truth. So if you're not familiar with this woman, um, you should know what she is. She's millionaire matchmaker Patti Stanger. She's a successful woman in her own right. She's a well-known um, matchmaker for the wealthy men. And if you see what she says here, okay, she says, say what? Rich men don't like to date up. And I thought this was important because as a Black woman, we're always told we have to do this. We have to have a degree. My favorite is, what do you bring to the table? That is my favorite. Oh, can she hold me down? Can she ride or die? We're told that to even be considered, we have to have like everything the man has. Is basically we're a man with a vagina. We have a mangina. We have a mangina because it's such a desensual, it's such a feminine way to date. But that's what most Black women do. They have to, show off their peacock of degrees. Like the peacock shake their feathers. The Black woman is shaking her degrees, like trying to attract that mate. She's trying to prove her worth. It's not even about alluring. It's not about seduction. It's not about feeling coveted and worshiped and adored. That culture has been obliterated. Now it's about, look, I'm good enough. I'm worthy. You're already starting that relationship at half empty. You're already in convincing mode. You're already draining your core. You're already starving your center because nobody's feeding you. And what I mean by feeding, you're not getting that positive energy. And you have to listen to this. This is so important for Black girls. This is so important for Black women. You have to listen to this. If you start your relationship trying to prove, you've become the man. That's why everything is ruined. And this kind of transcends race. If you do this practice outside of Black, it doesn't matter. These relationships fail when there is no feminine or masculine alignment, when there is no yin and yang, there is no balance, there's no alpha and omega. You're basically two of the same. You just have a mangina. And how many of us have a mangina? I've had a mangina where I had to flag, you know, like a gang member. I got degrees, son. I got degrees. I got jobs. I got jobs. I got a bank account. I got credit score. I got credit score. That's not sexy. That's not feminine. That's not sensual. Am I going to seduce you with my FICA? So I'm here to tell you the laws of the Enchantress will change your life. It's been my secret. I have an Isis tattoo on my lower back to worship and adore my feminine energy. I chose Isis as my muse, which I never shared with people. If you go to my Law of Enchantress page on my Facebook, you'll see that I have the Eye of Horus, which is Isis's son, and I have a massive Isis tattoo, which is very unusual for a Catholic person. But I did that as a sign and a symbol for me never to forget my journey, for me never to forget how hard it was, and for me to keep a center and balance and a symbol of my feminine muse, which is Isis, the ancient African Egyptian deity that was worshipped across so many different religions and faiths for thousands of years. The symbol of the perfect wife, the perfect mother, the perfect symbol of femininity, a powerful symbol that I treasure. So enough about me. It says right here, what rich men don't like to date up. Now, you've been told that you gotta be a ninja. You've been told that you gotta play with nunchucks. You've been told that you gotta walk on water by juggling and having a gold diamond encrusted grill. You've been told that you have to do everything perfect to even be considered. But you have this woman who specializes, and she's serious. This is a serious woman. I actually went to her site just to check her out. And this is her site, guys. It's called the Millionaires Club. And this is, this is her. Patti Stanger founded Millionaires Club in January 2000. Miss Stanger is the former director of marketing for Great Expectations, the largest and oldest dating service in the United States, as well as an experienced third generation matchmaker. Third generation. She's serious. She's the executive producer and star of the wildly successful Millionaire Matchmaker on Bravo, now in its 8th season. Patti's successful matching efforts have been on Oprah, Ellen, The View, The Today Show, Good Morning America, Jimmy Kimmel, Live, NBC News, People, Mary Claire, Elle, Glamour, The Wall Street Journal, USA Weekend, The New York Times, Forbes, US Weekly, In Touch, and hundreds of other publications. Patti recognized the need for a private, exclusive club where successful people could come to find their beautiful and intelligent mates. These individuals needed a service where they could be introduced to exceptional partners in a relaxing, discreet, and confidential manner. I want you to remember those two words, discreet and confidential. As a result, Patti has advised thousands of couples, including top celebrities, professional athletes, as well as Fortune 500 moguls, and helped them find their true loves. Patti is known as the matchmaker's matchmaker and is often sought out for advice by other matchmaking professionals. So you're probably saying, Connie, why are you showing us this lady in the Enchantress? You guys know I never disappoint. You know that. I never show you stuff that doesn't make sense. I'm showing you her credentials because she's one of the resources I'm tapping for the law of the Enchantress because I saw her doing things that were very similar to that Enchantress book I got years ago. So just listen, all right? I just want you to see her credentials. So when you see me referring to her through this video, you can say, okay, this is somebody I know. As always, I'll put this link in the description box so you can read about her. Her services are serious, okay? If you go to her services, this is how much it costs to have her. Half an hour on the phone, $750. 1 hour, 1,000. Skype, 3,000 for an hour. You want to have lunch with her, 10,000. If you want a weekend with her, prices available upon request. This is a serious woman. And I'm showing you this because I want you to know about her because I am going to reference her in this video quite often. And you guys know I'm all about the facts. I'm all about the receipts. I don't want to show you stuff. You're like, who is this person? So now that we know her, let's move on. So again, Connie, why did you show me her? So I'm showing you her because she's telling you rich men don't like to date up. And I've seen so many women telling you to do so many things. And you know what? It's a free country. I'm not a god. I'm not a goddess. I'm just someone that wants to bring you the facts. I'm just someone that wants to share my personal success with you, my personal things. Okay? So if she's telling you not to date up, what does that mean? She's telling you that rich men don't want to date up. I'm going to say it again. She's telling you, the queen of matchmaking, that rich men don't want to date up. So Does that mean all the fluff that we're being told to do doesn't matter? And what stuff does matter? It's all about the law of Enchantress, ladies. Give me a moment. Successful men don't date up. They are intimidated by wealthy women, unless they're blue bloods. Successful men always want to take care of their woman, and that means financially. So if you're aligned and you're doing the right thing, and you take care of yourself and you love yourself and you invest in yourself, the right man will do the right things for you. You don't have to be obnoxious about it. You just have to walk into the room. And what you're meant to attract, you will attract. It's just that simple. If you want a man of wealth, you have to be a woman that's rich in herself. And what that means is oozing self-confidence, oozing love of self, oozing femininity, oozing sensuality. Be rich in character and personality. That's what real men want. Be rich in your sensuality. All these things that you see women having, most men are very intimidated. I'll say it again. Successful men don't date up. They are intimidated by wealthy women, unless they are blue bloods. Successful men want to always take care of their woman, and that means financially. I'll tell you a secret. Never make a man, because men have pride. And that's why you see so many men that make it in Hollywood, make it in real life. They dump the girlfriend they made it with. And you might say, oh, that guy's a jackass. How could he be that way? He's not a jackass. It's his manhood. She saw him when he was broke. She saw him when he was poor. She saw him. She knows him. He can't play He-Man. He can't play Superman. And that's very important to a man's ego. When a guy sees you and he sees that you saw him broken, he sees that you saw him struggle, that image of him being some type of savior is gone. And a lot of guys say, oh, help me, help me. And you always see very often that when they come up with someone, they don't stay with them. And it's not because they're evil. It's not because they're a bad guy. It's because it's nature. You saw him being made. You saw his magic. It's kind of equivalent to a man watching you get dressed for your first date. You're putting on your corset, you're fluffing up the titties, you're putting on the wig, you're putting on the makeup, you're putting on the perfume, you're shaving your legs, you're waxing your eyebrow, you're getting your nails done, you're filling in your eyebrow, you're putting on your heels, putting on your leggings, putting on your jeans, putting on your thigh hop, your waist trainer. The magic's gone. It's not the same allure, no matter how good you look. My mom, I'll tell you one of her tricks. They've been married for over 40 years. My mom still goes into a separate bedroom and gets dressed. And I used to see her doing this when I was growing up. And she said, don't let the man see all the magic. Don't drag him to the mall for every little thing. Let him have some mystery. And she did this the entire marriage. She would just scurry into the other bedroom in the morning and, still have this ta-da moment. So it's something about the magic. And he can't pretend that with you. And you'll have some men who say, oh, it's okay. My wife helped me be successful. It's a little bit different if you're a team and you both are working together. But it's more of a imbalance if you're kind of in your foundation. If you are the one that's dominant and you're the one helping him, you're the one growing, you're supporting him. It's something about the energies that are off. Pay attention next time you see it. Okay? So, Millionaire Matchmaker, Patti Stanger, a successful woman in her own right, tells a Wall Street Journal that wealthy, well-off men don't want to date wealthy women unless the women inherited that money. Of course, she might know a certain brand of millionaires, but I'm not buying the idea that every rich guy he said rich dude, finds successful women intimidating. So this is what I like. This woman, Patti, has a wealth of experience. She has the resume to prove it. But yet you have these people with no experience who probably don't even know a fraction of the millionaires rebuttaling her. This is why the dating arena, relationship success is so messed up. Because we don't want the truth. I've been said, if you invest in yourself, means protect yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, cherish yourself. If you just indulge in yourself, you're going to see what happens. Indulgent means investing in a high-end gym, not Planet Fitness that feels like a prison. Investing means getting a personal trainer, not looking at clips of videos. Investing means eating better, picking better foods because you love your body and you love the temple and you worship the goddess within. These are all things that the law of Enchantress is going to show you. And it's not going to be the same crap you see. It's going to be about balancing your chakras, aligning your energy, creating a force field to protect yourself, to keep yourself going when you do get good goals going, to keep that fire going. And that's what I did to lose over 120 pounds in less than 2 years, to get 3 companies, to become a director. This is what I did to gain weight. Oops. To lose weight, not gain. Not only the booty, only the booty, only the booty. But seriously, if you have someone like Patti saying that rich men don't like to date up, that rich men don't like to date up, what are we doing? What are we doing? Where should we spend our money? What should we invest on? Take you on a hip hop ride, all right? Marry rich men with Millionaire Matchmaker. So this is what she's saying here. So I'm not even looking at the dating part. I'm looking for her tips and advice. Okay? So she said, these are the hot spots where you can meet people. These are the areas where you can be. She's talking about her clients. She's been a matchmaker for 7 years. She's been a matchmaker for 16 years, 8 years specifically for millionaires. And she's talking about, you know, what you do, how you meet men. So if you want that clip, I'll put that there. But this is where it gets kind of creepy in a good way. So you know how I'm talking about meditation in the group. If you haven't been on my Facebook page, again, join the Facebook page. It has tons of information. It's called The Laws of the Enchantress. It's a private page, and it's closed. So you have to click on the link, and I'll add you. So this is the interesting part. This is the meditation part. So she's talking about meditation. Why? I'm talking about meditation. Why is this woman who knows so much about dating and success and rich men, and she just knows about the glow up, and she has this crazy resume, why is she talking about meditation? So she's talking about cleansing and how to get rid of negative programming. Right here, guys. Let me make this bigger so you guys can kind of see. So when I'm telling you about the laws of the Enchantress, how it starts with you, how you have to command your feminine sexual energy. And it's not talking about the mechanics of sex. It's talking about the actual spiritual, soulful power that we all have. It transcends age. It transcends skin. It transcends gender. It transcends everything. It is the feminine sexual power that most Black women never learn to command in their entire life. It makes relationships harder. It makes losing weight harder. It makes feeling good harder. It makes consistency and happiness elusive. It makes consistency and happiness elusive. And this is what I found. This is why I'm always smiling. This is why I bounce back. This is why people say, is Connie taking drugs? I'm not taking drugs. Well, I'm taking happy drug. I'm taking the drug of positivity, femininity, and sensuality. And how did I get there? That's what the laws of Enchantress is all about. How do I find that balance? How do I find that core, that fire, and how do I keep it burning for the rest of my life? How do I feed, grow, and develop that energy for the rest of my life? What do I have to do? Thank God, thank God, my Indian friend gave me that book. Sometimes I get scared and say, what if I didn't get that book? How would my life look? Would I have lost weight? Would I have loved myself enough to do what I have to do? Would I have loved myself enough to invest the way I want to invest? Would I have lost weight? Would I have the confidence to go into real estate? The confidence to go into medical sales? The confidence to start a wedding planning, event planning business? Would I have the confidence to invest in the stock market? Would I have the confidence to go out there and date and actually think I can get what I want? Would I have the confidence to say, I want to get married? I want to have cute, big head babies? Would I have the confidence? Without knowing the laws of the Enchantress, I don't think so. And it scares me. It scares me. It scares me to think that there are Black women who will leave this planet never meditating, never knowing how to balance their chakras, never knowing how to align their energies to attract and heal themselves. Because you got to heal. Before you do anything, you got to heal. You got to heal from your insecurity. You got to heal from your lack of confidence. You got to heal. You can't be talking about you want a man or you want a business and deep down inside, you're broken. You cry, you're insecure, you have anxiety, you don't have confidence, you don't think you're beautiful, you can't look at your goddess body in the mirror naked, you turn off the light when you have sex with a t-shirt on. That's what the law of Enchantress is all about. It's all about you and getting you to be happy and glorified. I want you to fall in love with you. I want you to worship you. I want you to adore you. I want you to get people annoyed of all the love, affection, and adoration that you're going to pour all over yourself. And I'm sharing a part of you that I've never shared with anyone. In my entire life, I was moved by a couple of stories I heard of my sisters. A couple of stories about Black women. I saw them being stuck. I saw them trying to do everything. They were doing everything right. And the only thing that was missing was them. That's what was missing. Them. They had everything. Plans for this, plans for that. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I'm like, wait, what about you? Are you happy with you? So let me get back to this, why I got these tabs open. All right. So it says how to really get rid of negative programming. This is from the matchmaker. You know, we all have it. That story that keeps repeating over and over in our subconscious mind. This is incredible because I'm talking about this. This is a law of Enchantress. These women know, they're not telling you. They label it something else. That negative loop that stops us from getting into loving relationships. Some of us actually have a loop that plays over and over again that makes us think we don't deserve a loving, amazing, beautiful relationships. Okay, that was me. I'm going to read it one time. I'm going to read it one more time. Okay, it says you need a deep cleaning meditation. And that's what I do every night. That's what I do. I cleanse myself. I balance myself. And I'm also a master of my emotions. When someone starts making me upset, I quickly realize and I say to myself mentally, you're not going to control my emotions. I actually withdraw my emotions and become very stoic because I'm instantly protecting myself. Do I know how to get mad? Of course I do. But one of the things I struggle with is not letting that person own my emotions. And a lot of people will do stuff to you just so they can control you. Some people will hurt you because that's the only control they have, knowing how to hurt. They don't know how to master other parts of life. Listen to people who say they are masters. Listen to them. Why do you think they're so addicted to anger? Because it's the only part of life that they can control. It's the easiest part. It's the easiest part. I'm going to say it again. It's the easiest bombo part of life to make people angry. Look at that. I messed with her today. Look at that. I got that bitch mad. Look at that. I cut them off. I cut people off. That's right. I cut them off. These are things that give you a momentarily boost of power. It gives you a boost of power. And you feel in control. Even if it's negative, it's empowering. Because in that moment, you are in control. And that's the only type of control. It's for weak people. Because I used to be the weak people. I used to be Darth Vader. You see how he ended up, right? He's dead. He died. But it's for weak people. You know what's for strong people? Commanding greatness. You know what's for strong people? Winning. You know what's for strong people? Empowering others. You know what's for strong people? Positive energy, happiness, your true goals. You don't make goals out of fear and practicality. You make goals out of vulnerability and dreams and hopes and aspirations. You create your reality. You don't let people tell you your reality based on your limitations. Don't let people's expectations become your limitations. And don't let their limitations become your expectation. That's some futuristic, some Knight Rider. Woo woo. Don't let that shit take you over. I'm going to read through this again. All right? A deep cleaning meditation and what that means and how to really get rid of negative programming. You know, we all have it. That story that keeps repeating over and over in our subconscious mind. That negative loop that stops us from getting into loving relationships. Some of us actually have a loop that plays over and over again that makes us think we don't deserve a loving, amazing, beautiful relationship. And she goes over the power of manifestation, the impact of negative loopings, and how to get out of them permanently out of your life. This is definitely a must listen to. I'm shocked. I didn't know this was out there. I'm here nervous to bring you guys what made my life the way it is. I'm nervous. And here it is, Patti Stanger, the top matchmaker in the world, talking about the laws of Enchantress. This is it. Using the power of positivity, mixing it with spirituality, and using it to manifest. But what the law of Enchantress is a really focused, sensual, sexual, feminine energy, talking about your chakras, talking about yoga, talking about meditation, talking about self-love, talking about how to invest in yourself. And when I say invest, I mean invest in you. Whatever makes you feel good, you do it. And if it's pure, it's going to bring you more of the good things. When I started to go to the gym, I freaking hated it. I was going to a tacky gym. I was wearing man clothes. And I had my Indian friend, the one who was holding me down. And she dragged me into an expensive gym. And she told me, your experience at the gym matters. The nicer the gym, the more you're going to want to go. My gym had a sauna, it had a pool, it had a wet sauna, unlimited towels, digital locks, classes, a dance room. I was addicted. When I went to the gym, I truly felt like it was an experience. And it was a big, big difference from dragging myself to a Bally's or a Planet Fitness. I have to be honest. Got to be honest with you. And I invested in a nutritionist. I invested in a personal trainer. And the biggest step for me was investing in clothing for the gym. I thought because I was a size 22, 24, I didn't deserve to look cute. I didn't even feel feminine. I didn't feel sexual. And my friend said to me, and I quote, "You're asking this body to do so much for you, to go to the gym, lose weight, get healthy, get strong, work out 4 or 5 days. But what are you giving back to the body? What are you doing? She said, you have to start living and feeling as if you are at your goal because you have to worship this temple. This is your shrine. You got to give to your body and it will give back to you. And many of us don't want to give. We want so much from our body, but we don't honor it. You can't hate yourself. You can't hate yourself skinny. You can't hate yourself to any goal. You can't feel down and down yourself to a goal. And here you have the top matchmaker in the world for wealthy people. And she's telling you manifestation. And what the law of the Enchantress is going to do for you, it's going to reflect for Black women our challenges, our lack of sensuality. And it's so hard for us to put sensuous in our life. And you're probably saying, do you need sensuality? Why do you need sensuality for? It's part of our feminine energy. It's our life force. We are walking temples of life. Life grows in us. We give birth. And even if you don't want kids, we are housing temples, shrines of life. And if we don't feed that temple and keep that temple healthy, regardless of you wanting kids or not, you're going to have problems attracting. You're going to have problems leading. You're going to have problems being the best version of you. All that extra fluff, you don't need it. You just need your femininity. You heard her say, rich men don't want to date up. You think if you are your best sensual, sexual, feminine, elegant version of yourself, and the guy walks in and he sees you, you think because you don't know which year a Maserati was made, he's going to walk out? Those men enjoy bringing you to a higher level. Those men enjoy spoiling you. Those men enjoy courting you. They like it to impress you. How can he impress you if you know everything he does? I'm going to say it again. How can he impress you? A man feels like a man when he feels useful. A man feels like a man when he feels masculine. And what makes him feel masculine is the more feminine you are. Your femininity is your ultimate weapon. That's it. Your femininity, your sensuality is your ultimate weapon. But how do we get that? You got to balance the energies inside. You got to align all your energy. And once you do that, you're going to attract things out there. But you have to be aligned and you have to be nurtured and it has to be ongoing and it has to be consistent. And that's what I want to bring to you. So even if you fall apart, even if you shake, even if you get off balance, you can come back and you can meditate and you can bring that energy back. You can heal over and over again. You can protect over and over again. You can attract over and over again. You can be successful over and over again. But if you don't do this, you're not going to have it. So let's continue. All right. $1 Million Matchmaker Patti Stanger's 5 tips to get engaged in 12 months. So I was like, whoa, tips to get engaged in 12 months. Mother mercy. Let's take a look. Okay. So when I looked, the first thing she said is say goodbye to emotions. Once you take your emotions out of the equation, you're no longer attached to the outcome. Once you've not attached to the outcome, who has the power? You. So being what did I just say? When someone makes me angry or when someone's doing something, be in control of your energy. And that's the first thing she says, guys. And a lot of times we're not in control. I'll admit it. I struggle with that. And I still say, okay, you're mad. Go ahead. Go get upset. Go scream. Go curse. Don't let that person control you. If somebody's doing something to make you upset, you can get upset. But don't get upset for the simple fact they're getting upset. Listen to what they're saying. 95% of the time, it's just they're getting mad and screaming about nothing. Calm yourself. Calm down. The first thing I think is this going to be an issue 2 weeks from now? I bring down my level. Is this going to be an issue a month from now? I'll bring down my level. Is this going to be even recognizable 12 months from now? All the way down. Control your energy. Next one says, see what he got planned. Again, emotions. Being proactive. Using your energy. Using your core. Okay? Then you say nothing. Okay? Your energy. Balanced, aligned. If you have to leave, leave. Once again, your energy. If you're not able to have a strong foundation, a strong sense of self, and oozing femininity and confidence, you're not going to be able to do any of these. And what if he comes back? She said, tell him to meet me at Tiffany's. Okay? And she said right here, for those thinking this sounds too simple, if you were planned a promotion after 12 months, and what do you get? What do you do? What do you do next? You're going to call a recruiter and say, I want another job. What's the difference between a job and a man? No difference. Wow. So I'm going to put these tips in the description box. But again, you got to take care of you. It starts with you. Keep watching this video. It's going to get better and better. If you're with me so far, blessings, peace, love, thank you. But keep watching because I'm going to take you on a ride. So now, find Mr. Right, Patti's dating tips. So I'm looking through this, la la la, and she talks about attracting, that you need to attract the right thing. All right? So what you need to know about men, a man has 80% material embedded, marriage material in his DNA, which means he's not comfortable being alone. He wants to date. He wants to get married. Okay? So what else? What else are they talking about? She's talking about your body. Work out. Don't stop eating, but work out. Are you saying a good body is more important than personality? No, but it gives you confidence, and that's emotion. When you're in shape and you feel good, you don't care whether or not you have a guy, then he shows up. It's something that he can feel, like a vibration. I'm going to say it again. Are you saying that a good body is more important than a personality? No, but it gives you confidence. When you're in shape and you feel good, you don't care whether you have a guy or not, then he shows up. It's something he can feel, like a vibration. When a guy sees a hot girl who's totally insecure, he's either going to sleep with her and then drop her like a hot potato or walk away because of her insecurity. We can see that all day long. They rather have a woman who has more confidence. So that's another thing. It's great. Okay? So now we're going to talk about, I just showed you that stuff there. So now we're going to talk about this. All right? What does she say? I'm looking at her quotes. I'm touching it right here. What I do know is that traditional gender roles are very real, and flipping the norm is difficult for even the strongest, funniest, smartest men. So it's not, this is the part that gets complicated. It's not about you got to be in the kitchen and he has to work. There's a certain feminine energy, and we're destroying that feminine energy by combining it or emasculating it or actually becoming it. Equality doesn't mean sameness. When women fought for equality, we want to be respected in our own feminine, beautiful right. Just like if you're black and you're fighting for black rights, doesn't mean I want to be white. I want to be white. Look at me, I'm blonde. That's ridiculous. We want to be respected equally in our own black, beautiful right. If I say I want equal rights to a white woman, doesn't mean I want to be seen as a white woman. I want my skin, my hair, my body, my voice, my aura. I want to be respected equally in my own black, feminine, sensual right. doesn't mean I want to be seen as a white person. And this is the rebuttal. Men who aren't aligned. The good men, they get it. The smart men, they get it. The cute ones, they get it. But the men who don't get it, those are the men you don't want. Oh, I thought you wanted equality. Isn't that what you fought for? So I can go up to a black person and be like, don't you want to be white? Isn't that what you fought for? Equality and sameness. I'm going to keep saying it is not the same thing. We want equality and respect for being women. We want our gender to be equally respected as men are. But doesn't mean we want to become men. Because if you're talking about sameness, that means I should be sleeping with women. If you're saying do everything a man does, pass the vagina. Bleh, yuck. 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 Bun, bun, bun. Bird. No, I mean, stop. But that's what I'm saying. It's not the same thing. So just knock it off. All the men, all the women, just knock it off. Equality means you want equal respect, equal love, equal admiration, and equal opportunities, but with respect to your gender. If that's too complicated, stop the video and walk away now. So let's look at the other quotes from her. Successful men don't date up. They're intimidated by wealthy women, unless they are blue bloods. Successful men want to always take care of their women, and that means financially. So the glow up is not real, y'all. The glow up takes you loving yourself. The glow up takes you investing in yourself. The glow up means you are going to devote 100% in making yourself feel the best possible. And once you do that, losing weight will come. Once you do that, investing in your looks will come. Once you do that, you're going to do once it starts trickling, it's like a faucet. Once it starts trickling, you're going to be eager to get more and more out. And that comes from aligning your energies. Once you align your energies, you're going to be so eager to get your life together. Because once you're together on the insides match the outside. But if you start with the outsides, the inside will never follow. It's like a foundation for a house. If you build a house on a bad foundation, you can't go backwards. But if your foundation is good, you can always work on the outside. Think of it that way. And she's talking about a diet, losing weight. And this is why I like to get my advice from Becky's. I had to find a diet that would kick me back into dating shape because I know that I can't date at a size 8. I have to date at a size 2, and it's just the fact of nature. Go get your injections and your chemical peels. You got to look good to attract a man. I freaking love this. And the reason why so many black women, in my opinion, have an issue is because we are so behind, ladies. You still got natural versus permed and relaxed. You still got makeup versus no makeup. What the hell? It's 2018. Other races are buying booties, hips, lips, and butts, and we're still here talking about wigs versus braids. It is utterly ridiculous. You do what you gotta do. I'm a big supporter of black women doing whatever the hell they want to get the look they want. And this is about us ladies. I have a plastic surgery page and I have about 10, 12 black women on it. It shows doctors from all over the world. As you guys know, I'm into medical sales. I sell plastic surgeons devices for plastic surgery. So I have a lot of insight. I know a lot of doctors. I have a medical page and, that's what I do. Um, so that's a paid private page. And the only reason it's paid, it's $25 to get in. The only reason is because there's ass on that page. There's titties on that page. You see before and after. I can lose my entire Facebook account if someone goes on that page and reports me. So that's why I demand, you have to pay 25 to get in. If you don't want to pay, it's fine. I don't let you in. But I'm scared because it's like butts, nose, boobs, and it's black women who are, getting mommy makeovers. It's black women getting a boob job because she had 4 kids. There's nothing wrong. The whole world's doing it. We live in a society that is quick to diss and insult you. But the minute you want to take care of yourself, they want to diss and insult you. So you do whatever makes you feel good. If you're interested in that nip and tuck page, let me know. It's $25 to get in. I will not add you until you pay $25. I could take money through Messenger on Facebook. I could take money through PayPal. I could take money through Apple Pay with my phone number or my Apple password, whatever, not my password, my Apple email. But that's a page that you pay one time $25 and you have access to all the information on there. It's a cute page. I update it regularly. And I also know a couple of doctors. I know doctors in Dominican Republic that do a banging job for a fraction. I know doctors in Long Island, New Jersey, that do an amazing job for not an outlandish, ridiculous Hollywood price to do great work. So if you're interested in that and bettering yourself, let me know and I'll let you on there. You'll have fun. It's a very closed, tiny community. It's about like 12 people on there. I'm also very disconcerted. I'm very selective because that's the type of page that I can get in trouble for having, with nudity and stuff like that. Even though it's not sexual, it's still showing before and after and stuff like that. So, yeah. But anyway, that's it. That's for her quotes. And then here, another mental thing. She talks about detoxing from dating. Detoxing. All right? Get off the internet. Ladies' night. Spend time alone. Meditation. Family time. Detoxing. She talks about detoxing. So that's cleansing your aura, guys. That's aligning your chakra, guys. Or should I say, gals? This is the top in the world. You have to listen to me. If you're still with me, thank you, thank you, thank you. But this is the top dating thing in the entire world. And she's telling you, she's telling you, guys, she's telling you what to do. She's telling you that detoxing, manifestation, cleansing your aura, focusing. This is great stuff, guys. This is great. And now I brought you here, the energy healing site. And this is a site I use. It talks about clearing your heart chakra and opening up to love. And these are the things we're going to cover in the group. Growing your spirituality, dissolving the myth of separateness, heal emotionally and physically, forgive yourself and others, connecting deeply to others. Open your heart to the universal love that always surrounds you. Open your heart to human love and have healthy relationships. Rise above anger, hatred, and jealousy, and rise to a higher state of consciousness. Experience deep inner balance and peace. You don't have to be a trained energy healer to heal, but you have to heal. And it talks about your heart chakra, okay, and how to heal. And a clear heart chakra is essential to ongoing spiritual growth. It supports healthy relationships on every earthly level. On a spiritual level, it dissolves the myth of separateness. All right, so someone who has a healthy heart chakra is usually compassionate, able to love deeply. It has a sense of emotional fulfillment. In relationships, they're usually capable of deep intimacy while maintaining healthy personal boundaries. They are kind, forgiving, trusting, and non judgmental. They radiate peace. Often they have a strong connection to nature. Whatever their profession, they act as a healing presence. My chakra is solid. That's one of my biggest forces inside of me. They might have healthy lungs, heart, respiratory, and cardiac systems. Okay? And they give you some tips here on how to clear your heart chakra. Get out to nature, take a hike, or meditate outdoors. Be deeply aware of the birds. Do your best to forgive, or just let go. Make a list of everyone you could think of who loves you or who have loved you, living or dead. Love is always current, always present. Even when a relationship has ended or a person dies, let that love sink in. Try to keep the awareness of being loved in the forefront of your heart all day, like a warm glow. Perform an anonymous random act of kindness every day for a week. Notice how it makes you feel. Reconnect with an old dear friend. Let them know how they no let them know what they meant to you. Create and repeat an affirmation such as I forgive naturally and easily. My heart is full. I see evidence of love all around me. It is my nature to heal. The love I give comes back to me many times over. And we're going to end soon, but this talks about here the power of feminine sexual energy. All right? And it talks about feminine leadership. And it talks about your sexual health. It's vitally important to our overall well being, physically, emotionally, mentally, socially, and spiritually. It is woven onto the story of our whole lives. Sexuality is an integral part of our humanity. It's not just about the ability or desire to have sexual relations with another human being or the process of procreation, nor just to create heightened sense of arousal for a momentary gain. Our sexual energy is our life force. It is the pulse of ecstatic energy moving through our bodies, throughout our lives, supporting our health, creativity, and longevity. Bodies create sex hormones, not just for erotic desires or the potential of pregnancy. They're hormones of health, essential for the well functioning of our bodies, the prevention of disease, and the extension of our lives. This is important, guys. It's a powerful, sacred central force that deserves to be truly honored and celebrated and protected. We are conceived and born into these bodies because of human sexuality, and then our sexual nature has influenced our entire lives. Because of our innate inner power of our sexuality, especially women, especially Black women, we have such a strong sensual sexual power that commands. It's seen as a threat. And our culture works to control the expression of our sexuality from birth onward to suppress our ability to access our full source of personal empowerment. Today, it's a challenging world to embrace and honor our sexuality with persuasive culturally provoked sexual violence amongst women, sexual abuse, violence, and rape. It makes it so hard. There's so much damage, but we can heal. We can nurture our bodies through sacred sensual self-care. Female sexuality is a phenomenal, pleasuring force with amazing potential. Women are able to experience multiple and extended orgasms, engage in sexual relations for pleasure beyond reproduction, and experience orgasms stimulated from other parts of our body besides the clitoris and vagina, including our mind and breath. Our sexuality is not exclusively connected to reproduction. While other mammals experience sensuality, fertility cycles, humans are different. We engage in sexual activity whenever we want. Women are demonstrative of the amazing power of human sexuality as a source of pleasure, joy, happiness, health, creativity, well-being, and sexual connection. There is great purpose and power to feminine pleasure and sexuality, supporting ourselves to experience greater levels of relaxation, sensuality, openness, healing, joy, and bliss supports our overall well-being, our immunity, mood, productivity, longevity, and resiliency in life. Our sexual pleasure is a power center that generates well-being and can be cultivated to maximize our health, maximize our creativity, and maximize our success. Women have cultivated this source of sexual energy within for an empowered well-being since ancient times through natural pleasurable healing practice such as enjoying sensual foods, sacred bathing, sensual dancing, relaxful massages, and the arts of aphrodisiacs and the feminine arts. Ladies, my Black sisters, Nurture your body. Discover what brings your pleasure and pamper yourself. Your sacred sensual self-care is a gift to yourself that deepens your connection to sacred feminine sexual energy and your innate power as a woman in everything you do. All right? So that's why the law of the Enchantress is so important, guys. It's not just about the sexual mechanics. It's not just a gimmick. It's not another how to make yourself better. It's truly healing yourself and commanding power you never knew you had. And I guarantee you, if you follow it, if you do it, I 100% guarantee you, without a second of a doubt, your life is going to be phenomenal. And that's why I'm sharing this part of you, of myself, this part of me to you, which I never thought I would do in a million years. But I said, this is my gift. This is why I'm here. And it's a lot of reading. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of taking from you guys, incorporating you, putting you first, paying homage to you, honoring you, you know, being grateful to you, having the gratitude that you are here with me, and how to make a man addicted to you. Look at this, using your natural goddess energy. In order for a man to worship you, to love you, to adore you, he has to be addicted to you. All right? Even if you don't feel like a goddess, you got to make a definite decision one way or another. Goddess energy isn't about surface qualities. Goddess energy is about feeling grounded. Don't act on impulse. Goddess energy is about having an open heart. Until a man knows you, he will only love the idea of you. The problem with having a man love a fantasy of you is sooner or later you disappoint him. You're a human, not a fantasy. You're a woman. But when you show your whole self to him, something inside him, and suddenly he loves you for all you are. But you gotta honor him. How to remove emotional walls. Practice sharing boundaries, leading from goddess energy. Grounded, open, and strong. So guys, I'm going to put all these links here. And again, if you're interested, please join my page. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm doing that 3-day program, Law of Enchantress. If you're interested, leave a comment. If you're interested, message me or leave a comment here. I want to change your life. I truly think this is why I came to the YouTube world. I'm doing economics, I'm doing finances, and I see so many women when I speak to them, there's something beyond that's holding you back. There's something beyond. And I truly think this is it. The Law of Enchantress, that book I was given years ago, that made me get back in touch and meditate passionately every single day, align my core, decide my day, build my success. It's truly something that we have to decide. We have to break that barrier that keeps holding us back. We have great ideas, great ambition, but so many Black women, we have that invisible barrier, that kind of lackadaisical, that kind of like procrastination. And it's not procrastination. It's because your chakras aren't aligned. It's because your energy is not aligned. You can't attract what's just not there. It's like you're turning on the channel. So if you like what you heard, if you're interested, please join my Facebook page. The program should be coming in about 2 weeks. I'm working with experts. I'm working with people. I'm working with all different types of women who are leading the successful Enchantress life. You saw I did my research with Patti. She's the #1 matchmaker for wealth in the world. So if she's saying something about cleansing auras, attracting, starting with you, you can't just jump to other people. Jump on you first. Go crazy with you first. And people will treat you the way they see you treating yourself. And if they don't want to treat you that way, they'll walk out of your life. If they don't want to worship you, they'll leave. But you don't stop doing the worshiping. You continue to love yourself. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to The Laws of the Enchantress. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me some feedback, and I will speak to you soon. Good night.